Hello everyone, so this is just a little stream to document what I did. Now, can you beat the vampire virus without infecting people? Short answer, yes. Look at the stream title. Is it fun? No, it's a snooze fest. You're going to be looking at YouTube or at your phone constantly, and maybe forgetting about looking back in time, and occasionally having to reload to save. So you have to save like after every country that gets downed, or state, area, and province. So yeah, why am I centered on Egypt? You might be wondering. You might be wondering why my disease count is at 19,000. You might be wondering a lot of things about my setup. Why does my list look like this? My lair is enough to make one broke. You get the idea. So, as you can see, most of the world is dead except for Egypt. Why did I leave Egypt last, you might ask? Well, where better to put a vampire in a place that has free tombs? Pick out a nice little coffin in the pyramids, which are also getting reworked if you haven't heard about that. There we go. But yeah, there's supposed to be pyramid renovations I heard about recently. So that's gonna be interesting, I guess, in the future. But yeah, so uh, 3 nests were necessary at the start. The 4th was just for fun. And these other ones were just spots for vacation homes after a while. I was like, okay, well, humans are dead here, but, you know, even if there's no humans left, the vampire can just fly over and take a nice little chill pill over wherever his nest is at, and not die, even with no one there to feed on. So I put up a nice spot in Madagascar where he can just enjoy a nice vibe time, relax, enjoy the scenery and animals. Because we're only killing the humans after all. I got a nice island resort area. I got a place with a lot of technology and convenience food, which some of that is good for years and years if I want to eat human stuff. And I got some tropics. I got a nice place in the cold and a spot with fresh water all around it. So I can just farm freshwater fish, which are different from saltwater fish. So, I got a couple of spots. Yeah, I will finish this one up. As for how it came to be, you basically have to murder the Templars on site before they start rolling out garlic and holy water in a lot of states, because they will one-tap you on Mega Brutal if they're allowed to cement themselves too long. So yeah, you know, there are just certain things you just gotta deal with and nip in the bud early. I will run over the start a little bit once I'm finished on this last spot. So yeah, don't worry. You'll get some information in a bit about why I did some of the things I did. But once the Templars are all dead, it's a complete snooze fest because it's just flying here, sit AFK forever, fly here, sit AFK for a long time, fly here, sit AFK. You get the idea. If you don't check back after a while, you might accidentally die. Me, when you are close to death, you get one free warning, and it pauses your game when that warning pops up. I used that on the Templars earlier, so I kind of didn't have that. so I may have reset like 2 times and have to redo a few spots because of it. India having to redo was a slog, I'll say, and that's what made me remember to save often. I also forgot for some reason when I was by Finland area. I had to redo some things over here. But it wasn't too bad, because these are very low population. So it was fine to redo this section. Yeah, you can usually tell when a country's dead because A, it's either darker than the rest, as you can see from the outline. B, they'll have their borders automatically shown as closed if they have a flight in ink. Land borders are always open, even if they're dead. Otherwise, you can just see this nice little handy map option. You can see the toggle if you want to look through the country types, what's for what. I never really bother with that though, myself. So, yeah. This should be done 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. I estimated this challenge would originally take to the year like 2240 maybe, which is a long ass time. It's already 2263 instead of 2240, so I'm a while overestimate, but you know, it worked. I got there in the end. May as well add a save, fun. Because if you're close to the end of the game, that's the reason why. If you're close to the end of an area, like with the ape or vampire one, for example, this also applies to normal cure and normal infection rates. If you make a save shortly before winning, you can just reload that save and then finish it, even if it's only by a couple of seconds before the note pop up. And that will unlock stuff as if you played a whole new match. So if you're finding something particularly grindy, you can always do that to unlock some more ability options. I believe I ran max HP for this one, because I only have one vamp. But I suppose you could run the blood rage bonus DNA, but that DNA would only be helpful early on, and you're already going to blood rage off the rip at every opportunity in different countries. Like, you're not playing slow play. Because the Templars do not reveal themselves until you kill a couple thousand people normally, or until, I'll rephrase that. Even if you're only killing like 50 or 100 people in every place and go around very sneaky, if enough time passes, the Templars will auto-reveal themselves, or you might start getting tracked by the countries anyways. So just going on a blood hunt right off the rip is usually fine, because you can kill like a couple thousand, like 2,000, 4,000, fly to another country, repeat, rinse, repeat. They won't start tracking you at the start for a long while, and you just get a bunch of points. So yeah, that's how you start up with the stabby route. If you do not manage to wipe out every Templar base though, they might try to make a new base in another continent or province. So it's usually worthwhile for you to try to dig them all out off the rip. If for some reason you cannot, then you do have to keep a little eye on that. Mainly because it depends on your difficulty as well. On Mega Brutal, if, as I said, they set up their holy water, they set up the garlic and other stuff, if you spend a lot of time just sitting on your hands and feet, which is a lot of this challenge, and didn't deal with the Templar area early, you won't be able to blood rage there, because they will auto-kill your vampire off one tick of blood rage damage. So you could only normal feast, which means you have to fly back and forth constantly. So the only way you're gonna get away with that nonsense is like Iceland or Greenland. If they had a basin, I would recommend Greenland if they had a random basin, because you can probably kill 50 to 100 people off every normal bout of feast before having to fly to a nearby country and blood rampage to heal back up. And you just gotta fly back and forth constantly doing that. Uh, so like, yeah, it's very grindy. So it's only really viable on something that's very, very low population. If something like that is possible, but not very fun. These ones are. It's like technically it'd be possible, but you're gonna extend your challenge an extra 500 years, probably, because of how much flying back and forth it will take just to kill a couple 100,000. Yeah. I figured that out the hard way because I have another save. Well, I have to do that to New Zealand. You can see I'm flying back and forth constantly. I just said, nah, I'm just redoing this. Yeah. But hey, I eventually got it, so it's fine. I just had to redo the drag out, that's all. I'll just, like I said, leave a save where it's mostly done. I'm surprised. Oh, it says 100% dead, though. There's quite a few people left. That's funny. Another funny thing, these will still generate DNA points, even if their places are completely dead. As long as there's enough for the world left. So, like, you'll still see the pop-ups constantly, even if you wiped out that entire country. Or, so, you know, you can just plop down the layers wherever if you really wanted to. Or either teleport into, or for scenic, or for funnies. But yeah. So how are you guys tonight? I mean, carried it out with the help of it? I mean, technically, no. No, they did not. And they won't perish because I've proven already they can just fly to a lair and just sit there. Okay, so I beat out Mega Brutal's achievement and without making people my slaves. My score is still a 5. Even though it took me this long. 80,620 days. That is a long, long time. I just sitting there. But yeah, you can see how it started, placement-wise. I just started in a highly populated area. That way, I won't be noticed really for a while, and then just kind of flew around. I will hit a restart real quick, so I can show you what I ran, item-wise. Okay, I had Blood Rage, but you can probably go away with Healthy Eater. The Blood Rage is just more useful, for the early game. And for, you know, the funniness. The flight's just the only thing I had available, but it's also still useful enough. These plague options are useless if you're going stabby route, but they don't have anything that helps with stabbing or anything else, so yeah. And this is just because I was dropping layers in a couple of starter countries I'm flying in, so even though I'm murdering a ton of the populace, I can still go under the radar for a little while longer from the Templars. So, you know. The whole point of it, I'll demonstrate real quick. So what you want right off the rip is blood rage and that. And then you get layers up as soon as possible, and so you can get free points. And yeah. Because now it'll be harder for them to notice you once you drop that down. And there we go. Like, they get the initial report, that's fine. Yeah, murder's call, blah blah blah. You can drop the lair first if that's more your preference, because you're running the less noticeable option. So you can drop the lair to high instead of taking the night wraith right off the rip, for example, and you'd still get a similar effect for the most part. But yeah, you kill like a couple thousand, and then you bat fly off when you can. Then, which would be now. And you get the idea. Just farm a bit and vibe. And that's basically how it goes. So you ignore these upgrades. You ignore these upgrades. You want to max this to probably level 3 for your blood rage. And in case you start running into the templars, you'll at least want dark ritual level 1. Possibly level 2. But yeah. You get the idea though. Next layer is 12. Okay, I'll fly when I'm at like 13, I guess. Or so. They tracked me. Oh no, what a big deal. It is so early, I don't care. Nom, 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 nom. But yeah, you should be able to get this to tier 3, no problem for a Templar say anything. And get at least tier 1 of the healing option, if you really want it. Since my flight speed is actually pretty slow, I can use that to milk a little bit of free points from these if I really wanted to. A little short, actually. They popped out early. I guess I should have dropped the lair first. It's fine. A little more feasty. And then I can go stabby stab. That's good enough. Pop that out. But yeah, that's all you really do. You got a really easy one there that you could ignore if you really wanted to, because if it's location. Set up this. I don't have a healing tick yet, but it's fine, because these things drop very quickly. I need 11. Okay. Got it, barely. Okay. And take that for healing. I need better healing so I can fly back and forth, so I'm gonna go for the next upgrade of that. Because now I'm gonna start taking incremental damage over time. Yeah, there's none over there. So I want to take out this one and that one. This is actually really good because I can just fly back and forth between the border. This one is one I can ignore if I really want to though. Because of its location. I could do the slow trade option if I really wanted to. I think I'm going to wipe out the island. No, the betraying drones. Oh no. I'm so scared. scared. What am I gonna do? Ah, good enough. Stabby stab heal. My flight speed's really slow, and because of its distance, I am not getting the most bang for my buck for its placement. Here I can fly pretty easily between two. Here I can fly pretty easily. Here I can fly pretty easily. It's just a matter of which one might be considered strengthened later. Alright, I'm gonna fly near the edge of it. Go on a rampage west for a bit. I won't be able to get the next tick of upgrades for a while, so I think I'm just gonna have to go buck wild for now. I mean, I can wait, but this one might strengthen. I'm fine with this one strengthening because I can go back and forth easy. This one, no, maybe not. There's more distance in the flight, is why. Clicking, there we go. I hit the upgrade. There we go. One more flight back. How am I doing one tick? Barely. Yep. Let me heal on right here. Alright, they upgrade Brazil, that's fine. That's way better than the Caribbean option. So I want to take out the stronger one in Brazil first, over that. I need points. One more point. For one more point. There we go. Next, I will upgrade Bat Flight just slightly. I can fly back and forth a little easier. Now, as I say, it's very easy to go back and forth even with low Bat Flight, thanks to placement. Now this last one will take a while, even with what I've got. No, I've got to take the point, it's fine. I will live. I'm focusing on this too much, micromanaging. But you get an idea of what I have to do, for the most part. That upgrade is 18, flying a little quicker. Okay, that's doable. I won't need the next tick probably. Since they are not strengthened, I am fine. Just stab for a bit. I just have to fly back and forth constantly. Because the sheer amount of damage I take. They came out a little early, so I was a little less prepared than I'd like to be, but this is doable. You get one free warning when you're about to die. I can technically create a little more if I really want to. But I'm doing more incremental damage than they can deal to me. Do the placement here. I am just able to sheerly out-heal at a pace that they'll take too much over time to try and stop me with. That's basically it to the challenge. Oh, wait, I paused. I hit pause. Is it because of the pop-up? But you get the idea, though. The amount of damage you just fly back and forth constantly. You'll die eventually. Otherwise, you can just go for a bit of travel speed to make it so you don't have to fly back and forth as much. You can get into stab quicker, basically, or go heal quicker. But that's just the challenge, basically. So yeah, let me delete that save. And yeah, you got a basic rundown of what you do for your build. You have after the Templars are all done, it's literally snooze fest because well, I didn't show what year it was. Just click. So you start in 2024, and my save ended in the year. No, wrong one. But yeah, my save ended in the year 22 something. If it'll load. 2265, 66, depending on the timing of when it ended exactly. So somewhere around that range. You get the idea. It's a long time. Like 2 hours AFK is not enough. It's going to be close to 3, I'd say. I just putting on YouTube videos in the background. Occasionally look at the screen to click, but that's it. Someone probably has like a timesheet of how, if someone bothered to make a timesheet of how long it takes each country to die to one vampire stabbing, and with the amount of blood rage they have, that would be something you could do. But that requires a lot of free time and being bored. I don't think I'm that bored for that. Like, making a whole data sheet for this? No, thank you. I'm not making this a speed run. Because this would be like lowest percent speed run type of stuff. Like, yes, you can do it. Is it fun? I mean, if you want to play other games in the background, sure, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, it was fun for like a one-off idea, at least. And that's why I really wanted to try. Because it made me think of stuff a little more interesting for the start. But it's mainly fun for the start. I still made it a little more interesting with where I placed layers, but I had only a limited amount of layers to work with, so because it keeps doubling the cost. But yeah, that's it for now. I will throw this on the YouTubes later, I suppose, or something. I don't know. Bye.